Hello and welcome to Tarot in 10, the tarot mini lesson every Tuesday. I'm Tamara DeGaia and my specialties are herbalism and tarot. I teach classes in both of those and I run a tarot Zoom group where we read tarot for each other. And of course, that's the very best way to learn tarot is by actually reading for other people. And today's mini lesson is cards, pages. Of course, we couldn't cover all of the court cards in 10 minutes, so we are just going to talk about pages today. And it's important before I begin to realize that tarot was developed in the 1400s in Italy, in the Middle Ages. And so at that point, when they were playing cards, the cards pages, knight, queen, and king would actually have been representing something that the people of that time were very familiar with. They knew the queens, they knew the kings, they knew who knights were, and the pages are part of the court. All of these people are part of the court. And court cards in tarot are the personality cards or the people cards, one or the other. They can be a real person, they can represent a real person, or they may represent personality traits of that particular person. Now, it's important to remember that although court cards are represented as male or female, they do not actually mean that the person that they're representing is a man or a woman. A queen can be pulled to represent a man. A queen can be pulled to represent a woman. They just represent characteristic traits, which are really yin or yang, masculine or feminine, which we all have in all of us. So let's talk about the page. The page is a figure of the court that people in the Middle Ages would have been familiar with. They were usually a very young boy, usually around the age of 7 to 14. And these boys were given to the Lord to be trained, the Lord of the castle, to be trained in all of the etiquette of the court. They were trained in the religion, the social skills, the etiquette. They would wait the Lord's table, they would care for his clothing, and they would learn all those proper procedures like how to carve a roast at the table. At the age of 14, then they were taken for their night training, but between the ages of about 7 to about 14, they were pages. Now in the tarot, the page can be a messenger, and it can also just, as I said, it could be a characteristic or a personality, or it could be a real person. It may be called different things in different decks. In different decks, the page may be called the learner, the princess, the daughter, or the sister. The page is usually considered to be immature yin energy. And it's the element of earth. And so whenever you're drawing a court card, the element of earth is informing that. So the page of swords would be earth of air. The page of pentacles is earth of earth, so very earthy energy. And so that's a little bit deeper than I'm planning to go today, but that's the kind of energy that the page has. So this may be either someone who is young or young at heart, maybe unskilled in a particular area. We all can be pages at any age of our lives. If I was taking some classes about something, I'm definitely a page in that area, right? I'm a beginner, I'm new, I'm unskilled, I'm just learning. Can also be innocent or maybe even ignorant, sometimes very enthusiastic and eager to try out their skills. Sometimes pages may be attempting a project maybe that's above their skill level, like overconfident. I think of them like knights in training wheels, basically, is what the pages are. So the page represents a person maybe who is just learning to apply the lessons of their suit. So let's take a look at the pages. Now, before I start showing you the slides of the pages, I want to mention that the pages, as Pamela Coleman represented them in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, don't have a lot of personality. And so when I'm teaching the court cards, I like to use a deck called Everyday Enchantment, and it's by, oh shoot, I can't believe I just drew a name, blank on her name, Penny. You know what? I will get that name and I'll put it in the comments below. But Everyday Enchantment is the name of the deck, so you're going to see when I teach the card, I'm going to pull her card up next to it so that you can really see. She does an excellent job in that deck of showing the personality of the court card. So here we go. Page of blades is what she calls this. It's actually Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords you can see right there, that young man is the Page of Swords. He's excited about what he's learning. He's learning new things. He's curious about learning new things, right? He is intelligent. He's fearless. He's curious. He is a determined person. Again, it can be a boy or a girl, a man or a woman. He, though, I'm going to call him a he for this purpose, is an original thinker. Really not concerned with the opinions of other people. This character can size up situations, gather information. Really think of him as like a spy energy. He wants information. And he's really not concerned with the opinions of others. He's very good at communicating too. As a messenger, this card could be delivering truth or insight or facts or knowledge. The advice for this card could be that it's a good idea to ground your ideas or your thoughts in facts, to check your facts, think before you speak, to communicate clearly, and to be true to your own self. The Page of Wands is the Page of Fire. So here we have Earth of Fire energy. So they kind of temper each other a little bit. This character, this person, this personality in the tarot is creative, curious, ambitious, and daring. This character has bold confidence. They will defy authority. You probably know a kid like this. He's got his own ideas of what's right and wrong and his own ideas of how to do things. And by golly, you can't tell him anything. He's got to learn it for himself. And his motto would probably be just do it. He's very passionate and distractible. As a messenger, this page might have a message for you about travel, or maybe a message that's going to arrive very quickly. Advice of this card, if this card was advice, it might be to move forward with confidence, to focus and direct your will, to use your talents in an innovative way. The Page of Cups, look at this sweet thing. She wears her heart on the sleeve. She's Earth of Water, and she's very earthy, very feminine energy. Whether it's a boy or a girl or a man or a woman, the Page of Cups is pure and very sweet, sensitive, playful, idealistic, inquisitive, very honest. You're not going to get any, what you see is what you get with this character or personality. She's also very spiritual, intuitive, and emotional. This particular personality is one that demonstrates emotion very easily. Laughs and cries easily, her feelings are hurt easily, but also very quick to forgive. As a messenger, the Page of Cups might be a message of a new relationship. As advice, the Page of Cups might be telling you to guard your sensitive heart, to trust your feelings, to be more playful, to indulge in some romantic fantasy, to nurture that child that you have inside of you, and to demonstrate your feelings, to show how you feel. The Page of Coins or Page of Pentacles is a very practical personality, very practical. And very, very practical because it's Earth of Earth. So we've got a lot of Earth energy in this particular card. This personality is a student of life, very dependable, optimistic, observant, practical, methodical, detail-oriented, might be slow, but very thorough. This person has a deep connection and appreciation for nature and a lot of common sense. As a messenger, this card might be the birth of a new project or a birth of a new relationship. Might be some kind of a tangible message like a letter in the mailbox or a bouquet of flowers or maybe even a ticket to an event or some kind of news about money matters. As advice, this card might be telling you to stop and pay attention to the details and to take it more slowly, to be thorough, to center yourself in nature, to do your research and be diligent about your efforts. So those are the pages of the tarot. I hope this was helpful. Again, be sure to check out tarottogether.com. That's my tarot website. And in there is our Tarot Together Explorers Club, and that's a club where we meet virtually 4 times a month. I give tarot lessons, and we do Zoom practice every single time, which is the very best way to learn tarot. I hope this was helpful. May all your life be luminous.